Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. And my girl, Chella H from Chicago is here with me.
Big H.
Right. Guest hosting all week. And we got a great show for you guys today because it's a Wednesday. Yep. You know what that means. It's a Wealth Wednesday. That's where we talk about finances, entrepreneurship, business, anything that you want to hear about when it comes to finances. It's also Financial Literacy Month.
Yes.
Just as a FYI. And today we have the founder of Vanessa James Media, LLC. Her name happens to be Vanessa James. She'll be joining us. She has her own production company, but she'll talk about how she got there. She's like a radio sister, but she's got an exciting and great story about how she managed to launch her own production company and why she did it. And of course, you guys are going to shine a light. 800-292-5150. We always start the show off with some love and positivity. All right, so call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. Chella, you going to shine a light when we come back?
For sure.
All right, it's way up.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Chella is here with me.
That's right.
And you ready to shine a light, Chella?
Yes, I want to shine a light on. Look, it's two real ninjas in the city, and he both of them. My brother from another mother. A1 Entertainment. Let me tell you about him.
Okay.
I've been knowing him for a very long time. Mm-hmm. He did some time, about 16 years.
Okay.
I wrote it out his whole bid. He came home, got straight to it. So he got the #1 entertainment company in Chicago. They just had Jadakiss. He's a real estate investor.
Oh,
he's
like
just
that.
a great father, a great person, and I just love me some A1. Shout out to my brother A1 Entertainment.
I love to hear a story of somebody, you said he did 16 years.
Yes.
But he came home and has turned everything around.
Yeah.
And is doing amazing things.
Yes, he is. Just a great person, father, friend, brother. Man,
Okay,
ain't
all of
nobody
that.
like A1.
All right. Sounds like A1's A1.
A1 is A1.
All right. Well, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150 is a number. Turkisa, who you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my two children, my oldest CJ and my youngest Angel. Mm-hmm. My oldest son, he just bought a home, him and his wife, well, wife-to-be. They're doing great. I'm so proud of them. My youngest daughter just had her first baby. She's about 2 months old, and she has really jumped into motherhood. And I want to shine a light on them because we lost my middle child last April.
Oh,
Sorry to hear.
my condolences.
Thank you so much. We really had a rocky 3 years. I'm battling lupus, stage 3 breast cancer, and then we lost my son. So we really, really just come together, and I'm so proud of them. We had a trying year.
Okay. I am so happy for you that your two children are doing so well that, buying a house.
Yeah, that's
such as
big.
you're engaged, about to get married. You like his fiance?
Love her.
Okay,
That's
see?
great.
That's
Love
beautiful. So you
her.
gain a daughter,
Mm-hmm.
And
That's right.
And
That's
then you
right.
also have a grandchild. So congratulations to you on
I
that.
actually had two. Everything's just coming to fruition and turning around.
Well, we'll always keep you in our prayers as well.
For sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's great talking to you. You sound great on the radio. You're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. I got to ask you, how did you get your name?
That has been a question forever. I was born in Germany, and my mother's hairdresser named me. I've been trying to find the origin of it, but I cannot.
Well, listen, it's, at least when people Google it, you're the only thing that's going to come up.
Right. Kind of like my name.
Right?
Yeah, challenge. Well, it was beautiful talking to you.
Thank you. It was great talking to you.
All right.
Have a great day.
You
Have
too.
a
You too,
blessed
sweetheart.
Okay,
Thank you.
we love her.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, that was Shine a Light. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And let's talk about the inaugural Essence Sexiest Men of the Moment list. We'll tell you who is on the cover for that issue, their first ever Sexiest Man of the Moment.
Looking like a snack.
Ooh, you like him? We'll discuss it when we come back. It's way up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my girl Chella's here.
It's your girl, Chella H, Big H.
Yeetie. Damson Idris is on the cover of Essence's Sexiest Men of the Moment issue. So this is kind of a response to people's sexiest man alive, the way that they do their thing.
Right.
So now Essence has this, and this is the first time they've done this. So Damson is the first one, the foundation of a man. He's 6'1" with deep auburn skin and a 4K pearly smile that glistens like ultraviolet rays off charcoal mines in the deepest sands off the coast of Nigeria.
Yes, it does.
That's what they wrote about him on Instagram. But he has been doing amazing things. Franklin on Snowfall, of course. And when asked why he believes he made the sexiest men of the moment list, he said, I have no idea, but I'm beautiful. I didn't mean that.
He is fine.
All right, so he talked about a lot of different things, and he also said a Robert De Niro quote kept him humble through all of his success. He said, just be calm when things are going well. Don't think you are on top of the world. And so congratulations to him for being on the cover of the Essence first ever Sexiest Men of the Moment issue.
Yes.
All right, now let's take it to Chicago.
Let's go.
Little Dirk is going to host Smirchella next year, and that's going to be at the Bear Stadium in Chicago. He said it's going to be a Stop the Violence event, and we're going to split half the money with different nonprofits from big to small.
That's right.
You'll be there.
I feel like he should split half the profits with me since my name is involved. Dirk
Smirchella.
Yeah.
Okay, Chella, maybe you need to
holla at him. I'll be in that DM.
Let it make some money and then be like, you're using my name.
Exactly.
That's cute.
Shout out to Dirk, though.
Yeah, I like that. I like that he wants to do something for Stop the Violence, too, because, you know, Chicago has that reputation, but you're always telling me, I hate that people think this about Chicago. But then something happens.
I mean, it's rough, but it's beautiful. I also would love to see Dirk doing something at the center that's being built across the street from O-Block.
Okay. All right.
So I would love to see that as well. I can see that.
All right, now Gunna is not going to have to take the stand in the Young Thug and YSL RICO trial. You know, they had like 700 people, over 700 witnesses, and so the judge ordered the state to cut down that list to the ones that they currently intend to call. So they have a new list of about 200 witnesses, and that includes multiple co-defendants who took pleas as witnesses, but Gunna is not on that list. And so that's good news for Gunna.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would hate to have been named on that list.
Right.
You know, so everybody that's been playing the music and going to the concerts can feel better about it now.
Yeah. Good for him.
All right, and Don Toliver reportedly was arrested for DUI. He was cited and let go without being taken to jail. He was pulled over on Tuesday. He was allegedly speeding in the San Fernando Valley, and there were signs of impairment observed by the police, but he was not taken to jail. He was instead cited for suspicion of DUI and released on the spot. He did just recently have a beautiful baby boy. So, you know, I don't know what type of stress, but I'll tell you this. Anytime I have a drink, I'm like, I'm not driving. I don't care if it's one drink. I don't play.
That's right. Just get a ride.
I know you feel
no
the
drinking
same.
and driving.
Wait, Chella. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we'll discuss what we did last night. And we did have some drinks, but guess what? We walked home. It's way
we
up.
sure did.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Chella's here. And Mano just got in the building.
Just got in the
What up,
building.
Mano?
Oh, man, you know what it is. How you been?
I'm great.
And we're doing About Last Night. Mano,
Yeah.
you just had a little incident.
Yeah, just had a little incident in the
What
street,
happened?
man. Old white man. I almost went to jail.
So tell us what happened.
So I pulled up. I wanted to go to the store, and I pulled up into the crosswalk.
Mm-hmm.
And then he, you know, a lot of these guys, they think that they run the streets. So he's like, move your car. I was, move me. You can do it, right? Move me.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, I will. And when I went to get out the door, when I went to open my door to see what he was about, he held my door. So I couldn't get out.
So he's touching your car.
He touched my car.
That's such a violation.
That's a
too.
violation.
Yeah.
But as I think about it, I'm glad he held my door, because if I'd have got out and then he was right, and then I would have been in jail. I'd have been calling you from
Now,
the precinct.
Question though, he was that powerful that he held the door and you couldn't.
It's easy to hold a door because all you got to do is push it.
Oh no, Mano, you might need to do some push-ups.
Stop it. I wasn't trying to force it open.
I
either.
know.
I wasn't trying to force
That
my
is
door.
wild. And so then, what ended up like after that? He just
No, he backed up.
He backed up.
Right,
Okay.
he kind of backed up so that we wasn't close. By the time I got out the car, he was like a couple of spaces away from me, and then I would have had to kind of run him down, and that wouldn't have been good.
You wouldn't have done that.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, you know what?
It was a lose-lose.
Well, thank God for new Mano.
This is an old white man,
Yeah.
mind you. Like, it's
Yeah.
not even like a...
You're not going to win in that
it's not-
situation for
it's
many
not
reasons.
Even, it's just all bad.
But I can't even imagine how frustrating something like that
Yeah.
could be. Because
Right.
But I'm kind of glad he held my door and not allow me to get out, because if I'd have got out,
It would have been worse.
right, it would have been really, really, really bad.
all right.
I
I
remember
needed
one
to
time
push
this
ups.
lady hit the hood of my car.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I almost ran over. I had to just catch myself.
you gotta sometimes when you're driving that or in
You
your
gotta
car,
catch yourself.
you gotta
You do.
just be like, woosah.
Yeah.
it's not going to go the way you want it to go.
You know, it's interesting because last night I was hosting the upfront for Bounce TV for this show, Johnson, right? And it's going into its 4th season, but it's about 4 guys. All of their last name is Johnson. They're best friends. And there's always scenes in there because it's focused on, you know, black men, but their relationships with each other, but also
Right.
real life things.
Right.
And there's always instances where
Right.
they got to hold back because somebody is doing something crazy.
Yeah. Because it's a lose-lose. I
Yeah.
mean, and then I'm looking at him. I'm like, he's old. It's not going to be right.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand?
And this is
So-
New Mano.
And this is New Mano.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we gotta, you
Right.
know. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
No, it's all right.
And
It happens.
and
This is New York
Ramadan's
City.
over, so you know what
Ramadan's
we're
over.
gonna do?
Yeah.
What's that?
We're gonna have a shot to celebrate the fact that you did the
Oh
you
my
did the
God.
right thing
I
and
don't
that you're
drink no
New
more.
Mano.
I don't drink no more.
You
Yeah.
say that every time.
I say that
What
every
about
day.
on
Right.
Cinco de Mano?
When is that?
May 5th.
May 5th.
All right, we'll talk about it. But
Stop
that is
drinking
about
tomorrow.
last night. And when we come back, we have Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150. Any secret that you have and you want to tell us, it's a no judgment zone and you're anonymous. It's way up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Chella's here.
What up?
Mano's here.
Ah.
Are y'all ready to be no judgment?
Yep.
I'm not a judge.
Okay.
I just tell the truth.
Okay. That sometimes is judgment. 800-292-5150. It's no judgment. You're anonymous. Tell us a secret. Hey, anonymous caller, what's up? What's your secret?
I'm a 42-year-old dude.
You're a 42-year-old what?
Virgin.
I'm a virgin, John.
Okay, so what led you to this decision?
I'm trying to hold my stock.
You trying to hold your stock, so your stock you think is rising as you hold on to your virginity.
Tell you.
Man, I'm the truth. This coming out of Kansas, Tennessee. I'm the truth.
You the truth
How
at what
do you
though?
know?
I got conversation with women.
Oh, he's good at
It's
conversations.
powerful. It's all good because it's a spiritual thing.
It's a
spiritual
spiritual thing.
thing.
Okay.
I want her to just know what she had.
No, nice. You go ahead and do that. Jesus loves you. We gonna keep
Oh,
Get
Mano.
him some honey pack.
Hey, you guys have a great one, man, but it's a kid with a shot.
All right.
This is crazy.
Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great this morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm with Chella and Mano. We're ready for your secret.
Yes, my secret is I had an ex that I was with, and he used to say so many mean things, derogatory cuss words, and he didn't care what he said to women.
Oh, wow.
So I figured he had a poo-poo mouth. So what I did was I waited till he went to work. I went into the bathroom, had my morning bow.
Bowel movement.
And I got up without wiping it, and I took his toothbrush and stuck it in the of there, and he put it back in his cup.
So you wiped your bowel movement with his toothbrush and put it back in the thing.
Yep,
Oh.
and I left him.
And you left. So you did that and you left
We
him.
weren't having sex anyway. No kisses, no none of that. So,
All right, good, because you can't kiss him after that.
Okay.
hell no, I wasn't kissing him before this.
Oh wow.
Wow,
Like
that's a nasty
toothbrush.
revenge.
Could have
the
been
toothbrush.
worse. It could have been.
What?
After a bowel movement.
He had an itty mouth.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it was only deserving that he got his.
What if he's like,
well.
this toothpaste is delicious today?
You get it.
Well, thank you for sharing, and I'm glad you got out of that relationship.
Don't feel bad.
People are going to be mad at us for that, but hey,
I've
you
done
said
worse.
don't feel bad.
I've done worse.
You've done worse. I told you Chella has secrets.
And I hope all his women and them like it.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150 is a number. In case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message and we'll hear your secret that way at the end of the show during the last word. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And let's talk about Danny Lay's brother, Brandon Bills. He is still trying to serve the baby. It's been 2 years.
Man.
And he still can't serve him. We'll tell you what he's trying to do in its place. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh yeah. Angela spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Chella's here.
It's
Mano's
your girl,
here.
Chella H, Big H.
Mano's still trying to let Esau. You good?
No, I'm good.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's get into some Yee tea. According to a report from Radar Online, Danny Lay's brother, remember Brandon Bills, that whole situation they had in the bowling alley?
Yeah.
He's still trying to serve the baby. This is from 2 years ago.
Right. I remember that night.
He's
You were
still
there.
trying to
I was
serve
there.
him.
Yeah.
You want to take him to court?
Yeah. He's still trying to serve him.
Cash.
He actually hired a private investigator to locate and serve him. He was unsuccessful in tracking him down. And that's wild because your sister also has a baby with him.
Mm-hmm.
So so you would think
he can find him.
Yeah.
So what's the charge? Because he beat him?
Yeah, I
He
guess
put
so.
the paws on him.
You know, and it's an assault lawsuit. And so they
he wanted to fight, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
was
Taylor was
selling
there
him-
that night.
Yeah,
He was
was.
there?
It
He
was
was there?
wild. Yep, it was in Cali.
Dude wanted to fight.
He was. He wanted to smoke, and then he got smoked.
He got beat.
That's what happened. So, he got what he was looking for.
Well,
Now
he's just trying to get
paid.
damages in that case, and the amount has not been disclosed. But he did say he suffered physical and psychological damage
But when
as
you
a
want
result.
smoking, you get smoking and it don't go your way, then you want to
That's
sue.
how they be.
And the other thing is that since he can't find him to serve him, he wants to be able to inform him of the lawsuit via a newspaper. So, when you can't serve somebody, you got to find
This
out
is
an
why you
alternative
can't put your
way.
hands on nobody. This is why.
You see? And
what
this
I'm
is a
saying?
good lesson
This
learned.
is why. I've been sued 3 times.
Right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you win or lose?
Lost.
Oh.
3
All right.
times? Wow.
After you start losing that money, I remember Method Man used to say that from jumping in the
This is a
crowd,
fact.
you
Yeah.
get sued. He was like, every single time somebody's going to sue you, and it costs so
Every
much
time.
money.
Wow.
All right, now Joyner Lucas was on Jason Lee's show on Hollywood Unlocked, and he talked about dating Ashanti. Remember they were in that video together, and it was
Right.
very spicy, but who knew that they really dated? Well, here's what he had to say about it.
How was that? It was dope. You know what it is? I'm a private. I don't really talk about it. But what I will say is that she's an amazing person. I'm just excited. I know how much she wanted to be a mom.
How'd you know?
We had those conversations.
You guys talked about having a baby together?
We talked about a lot of.
It was respectful. He said he's never been asked this before because people were in the comments like, why is he telling this now
Right.
when she's happily moved on? And he's like, look, me and her are still cool to this day. It's no bad blood. I was asked about it, and, he told the truth respectfully.
Right, but why you got to let people know you cracked? You feel me?
Well, he said they
Man.
dated. He didn't say it like,
Well, dated and cracked is kind of similar.
I remember the video because they was kissing.
Yeah. The video was very, very like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I don't know.
And I got bros on.
You got bros on?
Mm-hmm. Remember I told you that story?
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Mino. That's like my brother. What?
You like, brother?
Brother. What?
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them. Still, it's way up.
I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. My girl, Chella,
That's right.
is in the building. You ready for these Under the Radar stories?
Let's get it.
All right, Walmart shoppers may be entitled for up to $500 in cash, and that is after they agreed to pay a $45 million class action lawsuit because of, quote, weighted goods. What that means is they were overcharging customers for sold by weight items. So that means like the meat, the poultry, the pork, seafood, citrus fruit, things like that. They were overcharging people between October 19th, 2018 and January 19th, 2024. So you guys could qualify for that $500. So if you want to try to do that, you can submit that claim online or through the mail by June 5th, 2024. That's how you'll get the compensation. If you have your receipts, you can qualify for up to $500 cash back. And if you don't have your receipts, you may still be able to get up to $25. You can try to get those receipts also in Walmart's website too, looking at your past purchase history.
That's what's up. And if you don't have your receipts, take it out or self-checkout.
Just
kidding.
Just get your reparations.
Get your
from
get
Walmart.
back.
All right. We also know some people who can get some receipts for you. If you
Okay.
know what I'm saying. No, I'm kidding. We don't. All right. Now, the parents of Oxford High School mass shooter Ethan Crumbley, that's Jennifer and James Crumbley, were sentenced to 10 to 15 years yesterday. Each of them were found guilty of 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. They had separate trials earlier this year. They've already served 858 days in jail while awaiting trial. That will be deducted from their sentence. But this was a very rare case of parents facing criminal charges and possible jail time over their role in a shooting that's carried out by their child. They could have faced up to 15 years in prison for each count, but they asked for 10 to 15 years total for each parent from prosecutors, according to a sentencing memo. According to prosecutors, the parents ignored several warning signs in the days leading up to the shooting, and they had just bought their son the weapon that he used in the shooting. The prosecution argued parents failed to secure the weapon and limit their son's access to it. So now they're in jail. All right, that is your Under the Radar. And you know, it's a Wednesday. We got the Way Up Mix at the top of the hour, plus a Wealth Wednesday with Vanessa James from Vanessa James Media. Building a business by being yourself. You'll find out how she was able to leave her 9-to-5 and start her own production company. It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Chella's here. Mano's here.
Yes.
Let's get it to some Yee T. Megan Thee Stallion is on the cover of Women's Health magazine. Man, first of all, anytime somebody does the cover of that magazine, they are always in amazing shape. I know people have said they've done that before, that magazine, and have purposely really worked out hard. And she's been working out really hard.
Yeah, she has.
So she talked about, of course, her working out and her period of transformation, also becoming the ultimate hype woman for herself, and being an undeniable force in music. She's got a lot of great things going on, but she did have to heal physically, and she said mentally she suffered. A lot of people didn't treat me like I was a human for a long time. She said she got a lot of hate from fellow artists, strangers, and bloggers who questioned her recollection of the experience of what happened that night with Tory Lanez. She said, I feel like everybody was always used to me being the fun and happy party girl. I watched people build me up, tear me down, and be confused about their expectations of me. As a black woman, as a darker black woman, I also feel like people expect me to take the punches, take the beating, take the lashings, and handle it with grace, but I'm human. And so she said she did suppress her true feelings for a while. In addition to that, she also went on live and talked about a few different things, including the fact that people think she had a nose job. Here's what she said.
They be like, oh my gosh, she got her nose done. Y'all wish I got my nose done. Y'all need to comprehend how much recovery surgery takes.
Moving on to other people, Eva Marcel was on Tamron Hall, and people have been talking about her weight loss. You guys have seen, she definitely looks like she lost a lot of weight.
I haven't noticed.
You haven't?
I don't think I've seen it.
I think a lot of people have been commenting on it. Well, she said that it was because of her divorce and she was unable to eat. Here's what she said.
Anyone that's ever been through a divorce knows that divorce is hard. It's like the stomach flu. Like, you will be skinny afterward. I lost weight just naturally going through life, and I found myself depressed, trying to just navigate and rediscover who am I.
Yeah, depression. Either it'll make you overeat or undereat. Yeah, that's stress.
That's true.
I'll probably eat more if I was stressed.
I remember I went through a period of time in my life when I was so stressed out and I lost so much weight, but then I was like happy about it.
Right.
I was like, man, I'm stressed. All right. And then lastly, let's talk about Yandy and Mendeecees on Love and Hip Hop. This was actually trending, and it looks like they're having a lot of issues in their relationship. And when producers asked Mendeecees if he's ever considered divorce, here's what he had to say.
Could you ever see yourself actually divorcing Yandy?
I don't know. I ask myself that question every day and can't come up with an answer.
That's wild. They've been together for a long time. I mean, even while he was locked up, she was taking care of his kids, their kids.
Is Love and Hip Hop, is it really real? Or is
you don't believe it?
I don't know. Because I don't know. Is it real? Or does it help the storyline to see that they're going through some convention?
We got to spice it up.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you look at him, he just looked kind of over it.
I feel like
in real life?
I mean, when I look, it could be on TV, but
I feel like Mendeecees kind of always just looks like that, though.
If the storyline is that they happily married and they got businesses together, then that's not as compelling, right?
It's not as spicy and
not
relatable as like, we're going through it.
So if they're going through it and it looks real, then it gives it like a little, Although
it's hard to play about your real life because they do have kids that are old enough to see that. So do you want to...
But it's not toxic. It's just kind of like regular.
Right. Mommy and daddy are acting. Well, I don't know. I can't say. But if they are acting, they're doing a good job because Yandy really does look like, whew.
And they've been together for a while, so
And you know what? The dynamics definitely feel like it changed from when he was in jail and she had to hold everything down.
Right.
And then he came home and he's basically like, I'm home now. You don't got to act the same way and do the same things. But she got so used to it. You know, so that is a weird dynamic. But hey, it has us talking. So if it was not real, we are definitely discussing it. All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. Any question that you have, we're here to help you out. It's Way Up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. So you should know. This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I'm here with my girl Chella from Chicago.
That's right.
And Mano is here, the award-winning advice giver. And it's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. We got James on the line. What's up, James?
What's going on?
What's going on? What is your question for Ask Yee?
Am I wrong for not wanting to pay my old lady bills no more?
You don't want to pay your woman's bills anymore. So break down this whole scenario, because you were paying all the bills, but now you don't want to do that.
She did a little bit with me, and so I felt like when I got out and started living together, I felt like I need to pay her back some type of way. So I've been paying all the bills. It's been like 6-7 months.
You felt like you kind of owed her for holding you down. How long was you locked up?
Yeah, 2 years.
Okay.
So now I lost my job, but I still been holding the bills and stuff down, but it's been going on a couple months. I still ain't found no job. I just been out here just trying to get money here and there. And it's like, now I can't keep doing it, and he ain't feeling that. But I feel like you should understand my situation.
She should understand it, and she should be able to adapt to that because she has a job, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, she works.
Right. Right. So you can't swim in a pool with no water. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. And if somebody don't understand that, then it's whatever.
But James, I want to make sure. So she doesn't pay for anything.
Nah.
Do you want to stay with her? Do you want to still be with her? Or are you just with her because you feel like...
I mean, I did, but now that I see, like, this situation that came across, it's like, I don't even think she, like, wife mature no more. I mean, at first...
I think you should throw her away.
You can't say that because you don't know how long he's been paying the rent.
And she watches children.
If she don't understand, if you need to be with somebody that understands, you need to be with somebody that helps bring you harmony. That's a black man. He out there going out against the world to fight the world. He need to come home to harmony.
Yeah, but he also got to work too to provide for the household.
But he lost his job. He will.
Well, he got to find another one.
Wait, hold on, guys. Now, James.
In the meantime,
James, she
got to understand.
She watch your children too?
No, we don't have no kids together, and we're not married. If we stand together, I will contribute, though, you know what I'm saying? But it's like when I even threw that idea out of, she like contribute like how?
If she can't contribute to the household too, then, and there's no way that she's down to do that, I don't think that's fair in any way. I get it, like she held you down, now you came home, you pay for things, because relationships got to be a thing where both of y'all come together for the good of what's good for the relationship. And it's really not fair to you if financially the entire burden is on you and she's making money and stacking her money. But what are you stacking if things don't work out? And if she can't understand that, you know, then that's on her. It might just be maybe we're just not in a relationship because you're not respecting the fact that I'm having rough times. And it honestly, it never feels good to not have money and not be making the money that you were. So it's already a downer for you, and for her to not be supportive and say, I got you, because it is supposed to be when things aren't good for you and I'm up, I got you. And when I'm up, you know, I got you. So if she don't got you, then it can't be a one-way relationship.
But I think y'all should go back to the drawing board because 9 times out of 10, some getting left out. So I will go down, write all the bills down and see who go pay for what, and then just take it from there.
Yeah, handle your business, James, because, you know, you was locked up. Now it's time for you to do what you need to do for yourself. And if somebody is not going to help elevate your situation, that's not the right person.
Throw her away.
Stop it, Mano. Thank you, James.
All right, appreciate y'all.
All right, well, that was Ask Yee. And in case you couldn't get through and you have a question, 800-292-5150. We take your questions off the voicemail as well. But when we come back, it is a Wealth Wednesday. We have Vanessa James joining us, building a business by being yourself. She has her own production company, and she'll talk to you about how she started that when she came from the world of radio. It's Way Up.
She dream of living wealthy,
and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my Wealth Wednesday partner, Stacey Tisdale, is here.
Happy Wealth Wednesday, everybody, and we are so excited. We have a very special guest today, the one, the only Vanessa James.
Hi, everybody. I am so excited to be on this program today.
See, this is why she's good at what she does. She already started it off right. But, you know, Vanessa, you do have a background in radio and in media.
do.
So let's talk about how you got started. And by the way, you can follow her at Vanessa James Media.
Well, I started off much like you in radio. And radio for me started off in Tallahassee, where I met Doc Winter, who we know very well, and transitioned down to South Florida. And that's where I got my first programming / so on the air as well as music director. I'm Trini, so multiple jobs.
You know that's right.
All the jobs.
You were born in Trinidad.
In Trinidad. And then transitioned to being on the air. So it was great back then to just kind of figure out, do I like programming more or, being on the air more, doing promotions more? And I realized in order to be really great, you do have to pick a lane. So I picked programmer to start. So in 2009, when my station flipped, I decided I didn't want to go to another radio market, and I started Vanessa James Media at that time so I could pay myself because I was doing a lot of freelance work, and clients would be like, can you send me an invoice? I'm like, let me figure out what an invoice is.
Together.
Yeah, let me get this company together. And that's how we kind of get started with that, and I transitioned into doing hosting and doing voiceover full time, and that's really how Vanessa James Media was born, really out of necessity.
It's a Wealth Wednesday, and Vanessa James, the founder of Vanessa James Media, is here alongside my Wealth Wednesday partner, Stacey Tisdale.
Look what you ended up doing. You started in a corporation, went entrepreneurial, but now you're not only doing media work, you're doing events, you're doing coaching, you're doing all types of different things.
I is a busy girl.
So talk about how you do your voiceovers, but you've had to build a business around it.
So VJ Media, which I'm very proud, just celebrated 13 years as an entrepreneur,
that's a lucky
which is
number.
wild. It is. But I will say, the way that I really transitioned and looking back all this time, it's really kind of shown me that versatility for me means allowing yourself to have those opportunities to explore all the different assets. And I'm so excited to be here on your Wealth Show because I took the time also to save. And so because I saved money along the way, I didn't just spend the money on all the Gucci bags and all that stuff. I got a chance to be very versatile, to try things and decide, okay, here's the journey I want to take with my business. And I had that flexibility because I had a little bit of money saved to have that cushion to be able to be free and clear and try things and see how they flowed. Right now, I'm in my event season flow.
I want to discuss how you decided it was time for you to actually start your own business, because that's scary for some people, having the security and safety of a paycheck and then realizing, okay, now I'm going to step out on my own. When did you realize it was time?
Well, time was forced upon me when my station flipped. And at that time, I had the choice because I had great relationships in the industry that I still have. And so I got calls like, hey, VJ, we got you in San Francisco. And at that time, I had a choice. And for me, I'm very rooted in my roots, right? And so for me, South Florida just felt like a natural fit. But I love that I had created so much community there. And so it didn't feel like work in terms of building things in South Florida, because it was very much like building things with your people. And that's when I realized, you know what? It was just time to kind of step out and have faith on me and not go take that secure radio job, which was the same amount of money, but it was a lateral move. And I'm like, San Francisco is like $3,500 a month for rent.
It's going to cost you a lot.
It's going to cost me a lot to move there. And I had no roots there. And so I would just tell people who are starting in business, where are your roots firmly planted? That's where you should spring from.
That's great advice.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's really easy to keep starting over and over and over and over, but at the end of the day, where do you feel like you're your most comfortable self and you have a community of people that you can call and reach on and say, hey, I'm launching this, and they're quick and willing to support you because they know you and you've spent time building with them.
All right, we have more with Vanessa James, the founder of Vanessa James Media. We're talking about building a business by being yourself. It's a Wealth Wednesday. Stacey Tisdale is here, and more when we come back.
Had a dream of living wealthy,
and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. It's a Wealth Wednesday. Stacey Tisdale is here with me, and we are talking to Vanessa James. She is the founder of Vanessa James Media, and she is talking about building a business by being yourself. All right, Stacey, you have a question?
Through all of this, one of your many businesses that sprung up is coaching women entrepreneurs. How did you get so passionate about that?
Celebrating womanhood and celebrating togetherness is really who I am. So I created events like VJ Media Mixology and VJ Media's Women of Impact Dinner every year in South Florida, which you should definitely come to. And I want to talk to you about Food, Wine, and Fat too, because you should be there.
I should be there.
It really just giving a chance to celebrate other women. And what I've realized in the last 10 years is celebrating other women really means growing your network, growing your community. When you start to celebrate other people and you're joyous about it, things just flow to you. I started to do it and love it. And now events, it's time again for VJ Media post-pandemic to start doing these events again. And our first one's coming up this May. And it's a celebration of Caribbean women, Caribbean community, all the things.
We like it already.
In Miami.
We're there. When you coach women, what are some of the things that you're like, oh, this again?
Definitely the business part of things, like making sure they have their business and their money in order and making sure that things are trademarked. It's not just about, VJ, I want to start a business. It's about, okay, great. I'm so excited for you. Let's talk about this blueprint of your business. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What do you want your business to feel like to the world? Once you get past that blueprint, now let's firm things up, sis. Okay, let's make sure you have it LLC'd or S Corp or incorporated based on your style of business. Let's make sure you have a little bit of funding, and if you don't, let's see where you can get some grants locally to help you springboard, right? Let's look at the other women in your community and other people in your community that you can lean on for graphics or production or your website, because you can't do it all alone.
No.
Right? So it's really about how you create that network so that you can spring forward.
It's a Wealth Wednesday, and Vanessa James, the founder of Vanessa James Media, is here alongside my Wealth Wednesday partner, Stacey Tisdale.
You mentioned local grants.
Yeah.
And that's something so few people think about. Talk about that.
Local grants are so important, especially women-owned businesses. So think about all the different things that you do, and especially if you're just getting started in your business. There are companies that are looking to just give money away because it's a write-off for them, specifically in your area. And then also local businesses that fund and support other women in the form of grants. So what I would say to you to do is Google local grants for women in Miami and see what pops up. When I first was getting started, I had applied for 2. I got one. I think it was like $5,000, but I used that $5,000. And now the grant process is very laborious, so you have to be prepared to have all those documents to prove that you're woman-owned at least 50%, and that if you have employees or if it's just you, all those things, you have to make sure the blueprint I was talking about, make sure you have that all together first. But then you can apply, and you'd be surprised how many businesses and how many resources there are out there to help support other women.
Yeah, sometimes people don't apply for some of these grants, or so few that it makes it a lot easier.
Exactly.
For you to, they're like, how come no one's applying for this grant?
Especially if you qualify and you check all those boxes. It's very important.
What's your website?
VanessaJamesMedia.com. VanessaJamesMedia.com for all things VJ.
You're amazing, and we appreciate you for coming through.
You are just like a breath of fresh air. Thank you for blowing through.
I am so honored to be here.
And we're looking forward to doing more with you in the future.
Same. Looking forward to it.
Can't wait for all your events.
Okay. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you, Angela, for having me.
You can watch the full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee, and when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Chella and Mano are here, and what a great fun show we had today.
Yes, we did.
Everybody feels calm.
Everybody's great.
Everybody's great. Chella's here for the week, so she's only got 2 more days.
Yeah. But I'll be back.
And Mano, we're happy you came in because
finally.
Yeah, pulled up finally.
Pulled up.
Also, thank you to Vanessa James for checking in with us on a Wealth Wednesday. You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel and learn about how she went from working in the business of radio to starting her own business and branding that. And of course, thank you guys for calling in, weighing in. Such a great time. And anything you want to say to us, you can always leave a message. You can always hit that talkback button on the iHeartRadio app, which is free. Or you can do this on Last Word, okay? Because this is your show. You guys always have the last word.
I don't know if this is weird or strange or nothing, but I got a lot of teeth. So I kind of sort of brush my teeth with a toilet brush. That's the only biggest brush I can find for my teeth. I don't know, but I just want to share that as my secret. And everybody knows it, but I got a lot of teeth.
Good morning, Angela Yee. I would love to shine the light on my mom, Denise Christmas, for beating stomach cancer. Mom, you got this. I love you. You is my hero. You're amazing. And may God continue to bless you on your journey. I love you. Denise Christmas.
Whoa! Yeah. I'm going all the way up.
Going way up with Angela Yee.